Alright guys, so now it is time to get into the formal review of Casa Mercado, our Airbnb here in the Zona Romantica of Puerto Vallarta.
As you just saw, it is a really nice unit and the location is awesome. You're close to everything. You're close to bars, restaurants. There are markets and a couple of restaurants around the vicinity. Literally on every corner there's a restaurant or a bar. So if you want to stay local, you can after maybe a beach day or whatever you want to do while you're here in Puerto Vallarta. There's so many places to see. There's so much history that I feel like you're pretty much immersed in
that culture here. Yeah, it's very walkable. So like he was saying, we are kind of from where our Airbnb is, it's a straight line. So you have the beach, restaurants, bars, coffee shops, Airbnb, like all in one straight strip. We are able to walk a couple blocks to a place called Farmacia Guadalajara, and it's essentially a pharmacy but also kind of a grocery store mini market thing. So we were able to pick up.
The only thing it doesn't have is like meats and stuff like that, but there is a meat market on the corner right here.
Yeah, so we were able to pick up coffee and snacks and waters and all kinds of stuff to stock our Airbnb with for our week stay here.
Yeah, so the meat market's here. You have a market right across the way that has fruits and vegetables. Then you have the Farmacia down the street. You also have the OXXO, which is open. It's just essentially it's a 7-Eleven in the States. So you have that as well for any last minute water or coffee or anything you may need. Yeah, we've had access to the OXXO, so that's helped out. Yeah. Also, we have walked back to the Airbnb at like 1:30 in the morning one night. So we walked back that late because it was pouring down rain and we were hoping it was going to stop, but it didn't. And by the time we decided to just walk it, all the taxis had disappeared and so did all the Ubers. They all weren't in our vicinity, but it wasn't bad. No. I mean, the only thing that happened was our shoes got sopping wet because when we'd step off the curb. Yeah.
But while he's talking about us walking home at 1 o'clock in the morning, I also want to point out that never one time in all of my stays here have we felt unsafe in the city. Never once have I felt unsafe walking around. But I also don't want to be misleading with the walking. So we are probably about 1.5 miles from the beach. So if you were just going to start your day with the beach, I would grab an Uber. It's $2 from door to the beach. It's about $2.30 for an Uber. But once you're done with the beach, if you want to start walking your way up with coffee, restaurants, bars, whatever, it's totally walkable.
But even when we went to Gabby's from the Airbnb last night for dinner, it was still not even $3 to go there. So Uber is really inexpensive
and super convenient.
Yes. So, and there's always an Uber nearby. Like our Uber driver last night, he dropped off literally across the street and then he picked us up. Yeah. So I mean, it was perfect timing. So yeah, the location is awesome. Let's talk about the accommodations.
Yes. So we always view kind of, whenever we're looking at places where we're going to stay, we kind of always have the mindset of, we're just going to go there to sleep. We don't need anything fancy. And this Airbnb is not so much the case. This is actually a beautiful 1-bedroom apartment here in the Zona Romantica. It is meticulously designed. It's brand new essentially. It is in a 5-story building, so we are on the 2nd level, and then the 3rd, 4th, and 5th level is another entire unit, which is actually the owner's suite, which we will get into in just a little bit.
It has everything you would need or want while you're here. You could cook your breakfast and your lunches here and go out to dinner for every night you're here in town, but it is efficient that you have everything at your disposal. They have, you know, a microwave, they have a blender, they have coffee maker. You could entertain. I mean, the space is great, and if it's just 2 people, I mean, you have plenty of space. Yeah. They have a big screen TV, which we didn't even get to use. The patio is lovely, so you can open up the whole door and just kind of let the breeze come in, which we did this morning. But I mean, it was very quiet. I feel like we need to touch on the air conditioning.
Yes. So this unit, very much like any other Airbnb in Puerto Vallarta, is going to have a 1-ton AC unit in the common spaces and then a 1/2-ton AC unit in the bedrooms. So they are mini splits, which means it is not central AC. It does have a compressor outside, but they're wall-mounted essential mini split units. So each unit is controlled by a wand, and they do not operate at the same time. Like it's not all controlled at one time. Each unit is separately controlled. With that being said, if you are very much used to United States central AC, it is not going to be the same. But that is because the United States is one of the only countries that has central AC in that capacity, and most other places don't have it, Mexico included.
Yes, so if you like to have your room temperature at 69 or 70 degrees, you're going to have to adjust when you arrive in Puerto Vallarta. And the reasoning is because their electricity is really expensive. So they could have a bill upwards of $600 a month. So any Airbnb that you would stay in, they're probably going to limit your use.
They're going to request,
because it wouldn't be profitable for them if you were to just keep the AC units on at all times. What we did in this unit is anytime we were gone, we left them off completely. We didn't have anything on, no lights, not anything. But when we got home, we would turn on the unit that we were using. Like say if we were using the kitchen, we would turn on the kitchen unit. Right now, there's nothing on besides a fan. And it's comfortable. And then in the bedroom, at night, we would shut both doors. The doors to the restroom and the door to the living quarters. And it would stay cold in that bedroom with that 1/2-ton unit.
I will say though, with the bedroom, obviously the bedroom is going to be much smaller than a wide open living kitchen space. So it's going to cool it off a little bit quicker. But like you said, with the door shut, and leaving it at about 25 degrees Celsius on the AC unit, that room got nice and chilly, and it was fantastic. Perfect sleeping conditions. So that's just something to be aware of if you're going to book an Airbnb in Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, that would probably be our only
con, but that's not even a con because that's just the way of living here.
Yeah, this unit is really, we were trying to find a con, and there really isn't. And not only is the unit fabulous and you have all your essentials, we want to say thank you to our host Patrick and to his assistant Diane for everything they did to help make our stay even better. I mean, when we checked in, Diane gave us Clorox wipes and hand sanitizer, and she was very informative about the area. She is here on property in the first unit, but it's
anything we needed, she was there
everything for us. And she gave us so much advice and so much information that it was really awesome. And we had a good talk with her last night, preparing for checkout today.
So obviously we will be leaving the link to this Airbnb down in the description box below, along with a few places that we frequent here in the area. First being Mi Cafe. Mi Cafe is a fantastic breakfast lunch spot, which is literally 1 block that way, super walkable. The next location is Traviesos Taco Shop, which they have great fajitas. We got fajitas there. They're fantastic.
It's like 3 blocks south from us right now, or I should say west from us right now. Really good. Go see them. Also, Coco's Kitchen. It's another one we frequent when we're in Puerto Vallarta. We love some churro pancakes.
Oh my god, they're so good. It's so different. And
back on keto tomorrow. Back on our fasting tomorrow. Our body needs a detox, but that's for another vlog. And then obviously Gabby's. You can't come to Puerto Vallarta without going to Gabby's. Make sure when you are in Puerto Vallarta that you go visit those 4 restaurants. There are plenty of good spots to eat in Puerto Vallarta. There's not a shortage of restaurants or food stands. In this case, there was like 5 walking home last night that were open on the street. So they all looked, I would have eaten at all of them if it wasn't the fact that we were full from Gabby's still.
But like he said, there's plenty of spots. Those are just 4 places that we 100% highly recommend. But wrapping up this Airbnb review, 10 out of 10. We absolutely love this place. We will 100% be staying here again because the location is just so fantastic here.
Yep. We already have plans to come back in a couple of months, and we're hoping to bring the parents with us. So we will probably be staying here again.
Yeah. So this is the 1-bedroom unit. Directly above us is a 3-level unit, which is the owner's suite. He stays in it when he lives here in Puerto Vallarta, but when he's out of the country, he rents it out on Airbnb. So let's go take a look at that one. So although we didn't stay in this 2-bedroom Airbnb, we wanted to give you a sneak peek of what is available.
Yes, Patrick was kind enough to let us go ahead and film the unit, so thank you for that. So yes, if you have more than 2 people coming to Puerto Vallarta, make sure you check out the listing, and the accommodations are amazing.
They're breathtaking. Just the views alone up here on this rooftop deck make any price worth it, to be honest. So check and see if this unit is available. We're gonna have both links in the description box.
The ocean is literally right behind me, right above my head. You have the mountains, you have all these beautiful homes, and just the eclectic
mix. So you have a lot of like old Mexican homes. There's some new construction being built in between it. It is a very gentrifying city. It's very interesting to see.
Yes, definitely. And we're used to that.
We are.
Living in Austin. But yes, make sure you check it out.
Yeah, it's really a fantastic space. Well guys, that is going to do it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and
make sure you ring the bell
so you can be notified every time we put out a new video. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. We thank you for sticking around. We will see you next week.